Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Catalina. Catalina is the Spanish equivalent of Catherine. The etymology of Catherine is debated, but the earliest derivative of the name is most likely the Greek Hekaterine, stemming from hekateros meaning the far-reaching one, suggesting that Catherine shares her roots with the Greek Titan goddess Hecate. In ancient Greek mythology, the Titans were overthrown by their descendant Olympian gods and goddesses, yet Zeus held Hecate in such high regard, he allowed her to remain and preserve her magical powers over humanity. Mythologies around Hecate vary greatly, as do many ancient legends. For more information, see literary references on the Catherine page. The Greek Hecate may also be connected to the Egyptian goddess of childbirth, Hecate. The H in Katrine was added much later in order to connect the name with the Greek katharos meaning pure, clear, innocent, which gave us the English word catharsis meaning to purge or cleanse. This Christian-driven folk etymology is apropos given the influence of the 4th century Saint Catherine of Alexandria, Egypt, who was revered for ideals of innocence and purity. See historical references on the Catherine page. The name Catherine is generally considered the French form of the name, while Catherine is used more typically among English speakers. Catalina is the Spanish equivalent and is most popular in the South American countries of Chile and Argentina. The Italians and Portuguese use Catarina as opposed to Catalina. Romanians use Catalina, too, but it looks more like this, Catalina. Personality of the girl named Catalina. The number 7 personality is deeply mystical and highly in tune with their spirituality. They operate on a different wavelength than the average Joe. Spending time alone comes easily to 7s, as it gives them time to contemplate philosophical, religious, and spiritual ideas in an effort to find real truth. 7s are wise, but often exude mystery as if they are tapped into something the rest of us don't understand. They love the outdoors and are fed by nature. 7s are constantly seeking to understand human nature, our place in the universe, and the mystery of life in general. This makes them quite artistic and poetic, but they are also keen observers with high intellect, so they are equally scientific-minded. 7s are charitable and care deeply about the human condition. Popularity of the girl named Catalina. Remarkably, considering how prevalent the names Catherine and Catherine are in the United States, Catalina has not generally experienced the same success among Hispanic Americans. First appearing on the U.S. female naming charts in 1920, Catalina resided near the bottom of the charts for about a decade and then retreated back into the shadows. Her hiatus from usage would last for over 50 consecutive years before returning to the charts in 1989. What's interesting is that Catalina is actually improving in usage since the turn of the 21st century. Typically we've been seeing Spanish-influenced names dropping in popularity in this new century, mainly because 2nd and 3rd generation Hispanic American parents are showing a pattern of using non-Spanish more mainstream American names. Catalina seems to be bucking this trend, although it's still not a super common name by any means. Catalina is a beautiful Spanish name with fancy 4 syllables, but it can easily be truncated to the slyly mysterious and playful cat. Quick facts on Catalina. Gender, girl. Origin, Spanish. Number of syllables, 4. Ranking popularity, 395. Pronunciation, Catalina. Simple meaning, pure one, innocent. Characteristics of Catalina. Eccentric, mystical, solitary, wise, intuitive, philosophical, imaginative. Cultural references to the baby name, Catalina. Literary characters of the baby name Catalina. Popular songs on Catalina. Catalina, Catalina La O, Catalina Kiss, a song by Acoustic Alchemy, a song by Nils, a song by Jennifer Rose, a song by Los Silver Star, a song by P. Del Conde Rodriguez, Catalina La Koja, Catalina Magdalena. Famous people named Catalina. Catalina Sandino Moreno, Colombian actress, Catalina Garado, English model/TV personality, Henry VIII's first wife, Catalina casta plus or minus O, Colombian tennis player, Catalina Poner, Romanian gymnast, Catalina Roballo, Colombian beauty queen, Catalina de Aragon, Spanish name of Catherine of Aragon. Historic figures with the name Catalina. Known as Catherine of Aragon to English speakers, Catalina de Aragon superscript 3n was the Spanish-born first wife of King Henry VIII. Catalina was a princess of Spain when she came to England in 1501 to marry into the royal family, as such were predestined political alliances of the day. As Henry VIII's first wife, Catalina de Aragon superscript 3n was unable to produce a male heir beyond infancy, and so the king quickly tired of her. In the meantime, old Henry knocked up his mistress and Boleyn. Certain that the pregnant and was carrying his male heir and the future king of England, Henry VIII went to the Pope and requested his marriage to Catalina be annulled so he could swap €2 with Miss Boleyn. But the devoutly Catholic Catalina de Aragon superscript 3n was having none of that. Fortunately, she had her own euro friends in High Places euro. Her nephew was the Holy Roman Emperor after all, so the church refused the annulment in her favor. When the king divorced Catalina and married Anne Boleyn anyway, he was promptly excommunicated. Furious, King Henry VIII broke ties with Rome and took control of the Church of England setting in motion the English Reformation, an event which would have far-reaching impacts on European history. All because little Catalina refused him a divorce. Oh, those Sagittarian ladies are so stubborn in their ways. Catalina de Aragon superscript 3n and her one surviving daughter, Mary I of England, were banished from the English court yet remained steadfast loyal to Roman Catholicism.